Hello everyone, Tomas here. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Okay, that was a joke. This is really a Kleinbahn Blauer Blitz rail car. Very strange name. It's a German vehicle. I have to say, I love DMUs, okay, but this is probably the funniest looking DMU I've ever seen. It has this like giant brain bulge in the front of it, and it like slopes down. Like, what the hell? I haven't actually looked up like what the point of this thing is, but I don't know. I'm guessing there's some kind of like machinery up here, but like I don't know, it just looks hilarious. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I got this in a random eBay lot, and I thought this is pretty unique. This is pretty cool. Let's do a video on it. So it does kind of work. It's not very well. I don't know if you could see that or hear that, but it was making some kind of unsavory noises. So it definitely needs a service. And then when I ordered it, it was in perfect cosmetic condition. However, the seller decided to just put all the models in a plastic box to ship it, which is very dumb because this little shard that goes right here. In fact, you can really see this, how frustrating this is. This piece goes right here. So yeah, they kind of ruined this movie. I'm gonna glue that back in. The only way to make that look perfect again would be to repaint the whole thing, and that's not something I'm willing to do. So we're just gonna glue that back on and pretend it never happened. But anyways, let's pop this puppy open. All right, so here's the Blauer Blitz on the test track. As you can see, it does work. Or not. What? Okay, well, it worked a second ago. Oh, maybe it does work. I don't know. Point is, it's not running great. Just sounds like it needs some oil, so let's get it open. All right, so if I had to guess, I'd imagine there's some kind of clips that hold this body on. Unless that's a screw on the top. I think that, okay, yeah, it's just a screw. So let's get that off. Okay. Put that to the side. Let's see if that just comes off. Feels loose. Is there another screw? What is holding this? So the front is starting to come, but the back doesn't want to go. We can try removing this truck. See if that changes anything. Is that it? Nope. Is there a clip? Nope. Huh. Maybe it... No. Alright, I'm kind of at a loss for how this would come off. Front is coming loose, but the back, I can't see any screws anywhere. I don't think there's anything behind this. It's hard to get on camera. There's like a little flap here. I don't think there's anything behind there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look it up and see if there's a diagram somewhere. Okay, turns out the answer was just keep trying, because it seems that someone glued it in, actually. So I'm guessing this has been apart before. This is a really weird mechanism. Check this out. There's like a worm gear made out of wire. Let me move my light a little bit. That is really strange. I've never seen that before. There's also a ton of hair. I don't know if you can see that. That is nasty. So I'm guessing that has something to do with the running quality. Let me put the other truck back on real quick so we can just see that go. All right, let's see how this thing works. Look at that. Look at that weird worm gear. That is very unusual. Okay, so it seems like a pretty basic mechanism otherwise. So let's see how we can get this thing apart. It looks like this screw is holding this die-cast chassis part in place, I think. Let's see what happens when we remove that. Or not. Oh, or maybe yes. Okay, there's a, there we go. Okay, so we'll put that to the side. Here's our motor unit. It's a pretty big motor. How is this being held on? I think by the force of these wires. I think I should probably start by, well, no, I should take it apart more, but I gotta get all this hair out because this is bad. This will mess with the motor a lot. Let's try taking out these screws. Does that do anything? Guess not. Yeah, okay. So that did nothing. Well, looking at it, it doesn't really seem like this is a, well, okay, this is covering the axles, but it's not covering the gears, which are right here. So I don't really need to get this off. I don't want to try to force it off, but I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to try to service it like this. Okay, so we're just going to take a Q-tip to this and just try to pull off as much hair as we can. Just the wetness of the Q-tip should be enough to grab on. Alright, after a lot of boring footage of me picking hair off the gears, I decided to put it back together because everything seemed pretty good besides that. So we're just going to give it some oil. To the, I always forget the name, the shaft. Put a little oil on these. Actually, you know what? I feel like we should put grease on those. Yeah, that'd probably be better. I can definitely oil this, excuse me, this pin holds this gear on. That's probably it for this. So let me get the grease. Alright, so we're gonna put some down here. Just a bit. Just let that get mixed up into the gears. It sounds a lot better. think we can put a tiny bit more though. There we go. And then I'm gonna put some grease on this weird worm gear. I don't know if it's gonna hold it because it's literally a wire wrapped around the shaft, but I don't know, let's see. I guess the answer is yes. Doesn't seem like it's spreading to the gear below it though, so I'm gonna put a little bit directly on that gear. And put a little on here too, because these are nylon gears. And if Bachman's anything to go by, you gotta be careful with these. I'm just gonna let that sit there for a minute, just running, see if it warms up, and we'll see how it does. All right. So this thing runs pretty nicely. It's extremely fast, but very smooth. Pickup isn't great, of course, because it only has one truck that has pickups on it. The rest of the wheels are plastic, which is a shame, but maybe in the future I can add some pickups on the other wheels. Besides that, I think the only thing left to fix is that little chip on the shell. So let's do that. All right, so we're gonna put the shell back on the chassis first. So I wanna make sure that the shard goes on correctly. So let me zoom out of it. Come on. Oh, it's not letting me for some reason. Okay, well, this just kind of goes in like that. Boom, boom. Then, it's weird. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Let me figure that out. To fix this, we're just gonna get a little bit of super glue. Just gonna put a dot on the table. Then I'm gonna take a wire. Just get a tiny little bit. Just spread it. Very gently. Just to make sure there's nothing coming over the edge because we don't want it to leak out. Then I'm going to put this piece on. We're just going to hold it there. Okay, and just for good measure, I'm going to go back with a little bit more glue and just spread it on the back, because we can do that. I was looking closer at this brake and I noticed there's this glue mark right here. I don't know if that comes across on camera. So my guess is someone broke this already and it broke again in shipping. And so that's why, because you may have noticed this piece doesn't look perfect. I think that's why it's not going together great. Just because whoever broke this last didn't do a great job, and now there's glue residue that is stopping it from going together perfectly. So, I don't know. It's not a big deal to me because from a distance you'll barely notice it, but is a little disappointing, just a little bit. All right, so we're back on the layout. Let's see how it runs. It seems to run very smooth. Let's couple it up to its other car. Just let it go. Okay, so after some more running, it has stopped working, and I don't know why. It's like turning on and off, but okay, now it's just dead. So I'm not sure what happened, but I'm gonna open it back up and see what's wrong. All right, I don't know what happened before. I just took it apart and messed around with a bunch of stuff, and it started working again. So I don't know. I think it just kind of has sensitive pickup, especially because it only has one set of pickups. So yeah, I don't know. It's just the nature of this locomotive, but it does run pretty nicely, and I don't really think there's anything else to do. So I'm gonna call this done. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this quick look at this Kleinbahn Blauer Blitz locomotive. And I'll leave you with some running clips. Thanks for watching.
Meine Mutter und mein Vater, die seien zwar nette Leute, gibt's irgendwas zum Feiern, dann seien die zwar dabei. Meine Mutter und mein Vater, die zwei, die seien ein Hit. Sie singen und sie tanzen, ans Hagen denken's nicht. Ja, immer wenn was los ist, mein Vater ist dabei. Er kann's halt nicht lassen, zum Feiern nimmt er frei. Er macht so gerne Stimmung und singt so gerne ein Lied. Er ist ja super.